From gravity-defying chaos to From gravity-defying chaos to digital anomalies that defy all logic, these glitches have transformed ordinary gameplay into unforgettable moments. Whether they've shattered the boundaries of physics or offered a peek behind the curtain of a game's code, they've become etched in gaming history. Some were hilarious, others were game-breaking, but all of them left players questioning reality. So plug in, boot up, and join us as we count down 10 of the most legendary glitches. Number 1. Missing Number. The sun sets over Cinnabar Island. Our young trainer walks silently along the edge of the shore, performing a strangely specific ritual, talking to an old man in Viridian, flying back, and surfing along the coast. Then it happens. The screen flickers, the music distorts, a wild Pokemon appears, but it isn't one you've seen in the Pokédex. It's a glitched mess of symbols, jagged pixels, and impossible stats. It's Missing Number, the ghost in the Game Boy machine. This malformed creature is born not from design, but from a fracture in the code, caused by how the game handles missing data. Encountering Missing Number doesn't just confuse the system, it breaks it. Suddenly, your item inventory explodes, rare candies multiply endlessly, and hallways of reality begin to warp, and yet, players embraced it. In playgrounds across the world, Missing Number became a rite of passage, a forbidden tool of power, and a living legend in gaming folklore. Number 2. Giant Launch. The tundras of Skyrim stretch endlessly. Wind howls across the snow-covered hills. A lone adventurer approaches a towering figure, an ancient giant herding mammoths under a pale sky. They make eye contact. Then, without warning, the giant raises his club and strikes. You are then absolutely launched into the sky. The world shrinks beneath you, birds fly at eye level, and for a moment you soar like a divine being. This wasn't a spell. It was a glitch in Skyrim's ragdoll physics engine, a hilarious oversight that became a beloved feature. Players lined up for it, mods preserved it, and soon, getting yeeted by a giant became one of Skyrim's most iconic and unintentionally beautiful experiences. Number 3. Swing Glitch. You roll up to a quiet playground in Liberty City. A rusted swing set squeaks in the wind, but this is no ordinary swing. You line up your car, gently nudging it forward, and then you were catapulted across the city like a rocket. This infamous glitch launched players and vehicles at unbelievable speeds. Cars spiraled through the air, crashing into buildings or plunging into rivers. The swing set didn't just glitch, it teleported. It was physics gone rogue. Entire YouTube compilations were born from it. For years, players returned to that haunted playground just to see how far they could fly. In a game filled with crime and chaos, the swing set was the most unpredictable weapon of all. Number 4. W-Item Glitch. Let's rewind to the golden age of PlayStation and one of the most beloved RPGs of all time. Final Fantasy VII had a secret weapon for cheaters, and it wasn't Knights of the Round, it was the W-Item Glitch. Here's how it worked. Equip the W-Item materia, which lets you use 2 items per turn in battle. Use 1 item normally, then, when selecting the second, cancel it, and boom, your first item is duplicated. Do it again and again. Infinite mega elixirs, more sources than you know what to do with. This bug was a full-on exploit that turned the endgame into a joke. And Square Enix just left it in the remaster on purpose. Sometimes the glitch becomes part of the legend. Number 5. Backwards Long Jump. Inside Peach's castle, a staircase stretches upward, seemingly endless. You're told you do not have enough stars to proceed. But Mario isn't interested in rules. He turns around, jumps backwards, again and again, faster and faster, until suddenly, the game snaps. He rockets through the air like a bullet bill, skipping entire sections of the game. This glitch, known as the backwards long jump, redefined how players experienced Super Mario 64. It turned the staircase into a slingshot, a physics-breaking, time-warping exploit so powerful it shattered speedrunning forever. No doors, no limits, just raw momentum, and Mario defying the fabric of space-time with nothing but a jump. Number 6. Rocket Jump. The metallic clang of war echoes through a dystopian battlefield. You clutch your rocket launcher, enemies swarm the ledge above. There's no elevator, but who needs one? You aim at your feet, fire, and leap into the air, propelled by the very weapon meant to kill. The rocket jump was never meant to exist, but this accidental masterpiece became one of the most celebrated movements in the game, or any FPS for that matter. What began as a glitch evolved into a skill ceiling. a new way to traverse and fight. Turning Quake into a battle of speed and destruction, the glitch became gospel. Number 7. Sword flying. On a distant celestial battlefield, you lock eyes with an enemy across a ravine. Too far to reach by mere game physics. But then, you draw your energy sword, trigger the lunge, and cancel. In an instant, you're flying through the air, closing the distance in a blur. This trick, known as sword flying, was a glitch in Halo 2's melee targeting system. It turned simple duels into aerial assassinations. Players soared across the maps like ghosts, turning competitive arenas into high-speed sky dances. Bungie never intended it. Players never let it go. It was Halo's unspoken superpower. Number 8. Pokemon cloning. Hanging out in a Pokemon Center, two trainers prepare to trade. One presses save, the other begins the trade. Just as the animation kicks in, you reset. You power the game back on and discover your Pokemon is still there, but the trade completed. You have now cloned. This glitch, based on a timing error in the save state during trades, became a tool of power and temptation. Suddenly, one Master Ball became hundreds. One shiny became an army. One Celebi became a collector's dream. Trainers walked the line between innocence and corruption, and many crossed it gladly. Number 9. The Corrupted Blood Incident. In a raid called Zul'Gurub, players battle the blood god Hakar that spreads a debuff called Corrupted Blood. It's meant to stay in the dungeon, but it doesn't. And when the hunters dismiss their pets and the pets return to town, the NPCs and players get infected. Cities collapse, thousands of players die in the streets. Priests set up healing centers, roleplay doctors emerge. It's not just a glitch, it's a full-blown digital pandemic. The Corrupted Blood incident even caught the attention of scientists and epidemiologists. Blizzard had accidentally simulated a real-world outbreak. Chaotic, unpredictable, and deeply human. In a world of dragons and magic, it was a plague that felt all too real. Number 10. The Minus World. A warp zone, a secret shortcut, but this one isn't normal. You duck slide into a pipe with a pixel-perfect timing. But you're not in World 2-1, you're in -1? The Minus World, an endless, underwater purgatory with no escape. The music plays cheerfully, the fish swim in place, but you are trapped in a glitched loop forever. This eerie level wasn't planned, but born from corrupted level data when the game couldn't properly load a destination. Yet it became iconic. Players whispered about it at school like an urban legend. The Minus World wasn't just a glitch, it was a glimpse into a broken dimension behind the cheerful mask of Mario's world. A haunting reminder that even perfect games can hide something deeply wrong. We hope you enjoyed this dive into the most legendary glitches in video game history. Some gave us power, some gave us nightmares, and some just made us laugh uncontrollably. But they all remind us of one thing. Even in a digital world, nothing is ever truly perfect. So next time your game freaks out, freezes, or flings you into the sky, cherish it. You might just be witnessing history,